Well, good afternoon. It is section 2.8, dividing integers. I think you're going to find today to be a pretty easy day as well. It's going to all relate back to what we did yesterday with multiplying integers, and the exact same rules apply, except you're not going to multiply today, you will be dividing. Okay? So again, the first thing you do, as you did with the multiplication part, is simply divide. So you're going to look at the two numbers and divide them. No matter what the signs are, you're going to divide to get that answer. So 25 divided by 5 is going to give you 5. 30 divided by 10 is going to give you 3. But the difference is, okay, actually there is no difference. The similarities that are the same as multiplication are the rules themselves. So if the signs are the same, the answer is positive. If the signs are opposites, meaning different, then the answer will be negative. So positive divided by a negative is negative. A negative divided by a positive will be negative. Okay? So again, same rules as you did yesterday. Same sign is positive. Different sign will be negative. So let's look at our next problem. I want you to go ahead and hit pause and solve this. All right, so it's simply a 4 divided by negative 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then since we have different signs, then the answer will be negative for an answer. Let's look at the next one. Go ahead and hit pause and solve this. So you have 50 or a negative 56 divided by a negative 8. So 56 divided by 8 is going to give you 7. And since we have same signs, therefore my answer will be positive. And again, as we spoke about yesterday, leave the positive sign off. A number by itself does indeed mean positive, so just leave it as 7. Let's look at our next problem. Go ahead and solve this. Now this is set up a little differently. This is a fraction, and again, fractions are division problems. So a negative 14 over 7, that simply means 14 divided by 7. Okay? It is an improper fraction, which means divide. So when you do that, you're going to get 2 for an answer. And then are the signs the same or unlike? And since they are unlike or different, therefore it is negative 2 for an answer. Now let's look at the next problem. And again, you're substituting, you're finding the value of the variable, plug it in, and solve. So be careful on the expression of the 2y. Be careful with that before you solve this problem. So go ahead, plug them in, and solve. Well, as I said, back here on the 2y, that means 2 times y. So let's write this out so that it's all in there. We'll put parentheses around this. The y, the value of y is negative 4. So we write negative 4. And then we're going to divide that by 1. So let's take this first. And again, PEMDAS, our orders of operations, say that we must multiply or divide working left to right. So we need to make certain that we do it in that order. We will start left to right. 2 times a negative 4, since those are different signs, therefore it's going to be negative, and 2 times 4 is 8. And then that's divided by 1. And then negative 8 divided by 1, well, 8 divided by 1 is 8. And then unlike signs, therefore it will be negative. Okay? So you get negative 8 for an answer. Okay? So let's go on to the next one. If you have, again, any questions, please mark that down and ask that in class tomorrow. Now it says evaluate, again, if A equals negative 2, B equals negative 7, X equals 8, and Y equals negative 4. So go ahead, plug this in, be very careful on how you solve, and then we'll check for understanding. So again, let's plug these in. xy means x times y, so x equals 8 times my y, which is negative 4, over the value of a, which is negative 2. Again, let's look at the top here. We're going to solve this, which 8 times a negative 4 is going to be 32, and then unlike signs is negative over my negative 2. This now is a division problem. So now we're going to simply divide, which 32 divided by 2 is 16. And then since we have same signs, then my answer is positive. So my answer to this is 16. Okay. So what I want you to do again, if you had any questions on any of these problems, please make note of that so that we can discuss that further in class tomorrow. And if you don't have any questions, great. You'll be able to work on the assignment and ask questions as you do that in class tomorrow as well. So have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.